G'day my friends. I'm here in Tokyo. It is my last day and I'm in Ueno Park where I haven't been for ages. I'm actually on my way to the Toshogu Shrine. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in or not, but this is where I'm at the moment. It's my last full day. Oh, it's my last half day, sorry, in Tokyo, and I'm preparing to leave today. I've packed my bags. I'm recording this on the Insta360 X4 using the Rode Wireless Pro. Rode, I find, make excellent microphones that fit really well with the Insta360 series. That's my personal experience anyway. I used the original Wireless Go, which I still got, and the Wireless Pro is really very good, particularly because the auto gain experience that you get with it, so I don't have to worry about clipping audio. Okay, so we're just here at the Toshogu Shrine. Let me just not walk through the center, which is what you're not supposed to do. Just do a little bow before I go in. Go through the Torii. So yes, this is my last morning here. I haven't been to Ueno Park since about 2007, I think. A long time ago. It's now 2025. So yes, here we are. Just had a little look around and saw some nice cherry blossom again with some birds busy sipping from the nectar. And so yeah, I decided I was going to walk to Ueno, get my exercise, get my steps in today, and just kind of hang around here. Oh, look, there's a Five-Tier Pagoda here on the right, you can see. And yeah, early on a Monday morning, it's mainly tourists around here and some locals as well. Ueno's got a zoo, not a particularly nice one from what I've heard. And yeah, just some really interesting parks and open green space, as well as kind of like all the shopping that's quite close by as well. So yeah, interesting area, Ueno, as well as being like a massive sort of like transit hub as well. So yes, I do enjoy it around here. I end up coming through here quite a lot, but I haven't actually just spent some time here for a while. So I figured what better than on my last morning than to try and do that. So yeah, let's have a quick look around the shrine, and then we'll just walk around some of the grounds as well. Yeah, Ueno Toshogu. You can see the opening hours here as well. Look at the gold leaf on the gates here. I'll walk a little bit closer and you can see that. And we'll spend 20 minutes or so walking around here today. So yeah, happy to have you join me. So if you're new to the channel, Pocket Cams is all about helping you to record, edit and share your life. Looking at tips and reviews for gear, but also editing as well. And more so some like little AI platforms as well, or AI tools that you can use in order to make things easier for you. So yes, you need to get an entrance ticket to go in, which I'm not going to do today. I'm just going to walk around this little bit here. We'll walk around the grounds, I think. Yes. So yeah, here we are. This is Toshogu Shrine. 500 yen to see the inside of the Karamon Gate. Many carvings of Tsukibei, the transparent fence and the exterior of the main building. You cannot actually go inside the main building of the Toshogu Shrine, so it's just to see the exterior of the building. So yeah, I'm going to just walk around some of the grounds here. So this is my second trip that I've done now, last February and now this February, March, where I've stuck pretty much to Tokyo and done day trips around here, and that's been great. Though this time around, I have noticed just how busy Tokyo feels, because many people who come to Japan kind of just do the Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka kind of like trail, sometimes Nara as well if they're in Kyoto. So I've kind of done that. And I wanted to, on this trip, stick more closely to Tokyo. But I did have a side trip to Hakone, which was didn't work out how I wanted to do. The weather was atrocious. I did get to sit in some onsen with the snow falling around me, which was amazing. Can't film that. You can't film inside an onsen. But it was a lovely experience. And it was kind of like nice to sit around and not do much over a couple of days. That was just interesting by itself. But yeah, it's incredibly busy now in Tokyo. And so let's just go down this Torii and then skirt around the outside and then come back in again. So yeah, it's incredibly busy in Tokyo. But if you go even a little bit off the beaten track like this is, not many people think to come to Ueno, you can see how less busy it is. Yes, it's a Monday morning and it's still relatively early. I think it's still just before 10 a.m. So yeah, it's you've got quite a lot of people who are just doing like the normal things or are not quite up and about yet. So yeah, next time I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I would still quite like to come to Japan again. Last couple of trips have been in sort of like late winter, early spring. So kind of been there, done that, at least in this sort of like area of Honshu. So the next time I come, it may be in a different time of the year. In 2023, I came in August. Not super keen to repeat that experience again. It was very, very hot, very, very humid. I mean, people tell you that it is, but they're not kidding. It really is. So yeah, if you have been in Japan, or if you are in Japan, you live in Japan, I've noticed that more and more people are watching my videos in Japan. I'm not sure if they're Japanese. I think a few people are, but from the comments that they leave, but also a few tourists as well. I'm not sure. Tourists don't tend to leave comments as far as I can see anyway. So yeah, August is fairly horrific, at least down in the south. But once upon a time, in 2009, I was in Hokkaido. And I was based there for a few days before I had to leave and come back because work needed me in New Zealand. It was the time of the H1N1 outbreak, if you remember back then. So, and back in that time, I was kind of like doing that work. And so if I came back to Japan, it would probably not be in February, March. And I would probably try to avoid August. So what with school timetables and everything else, kind of doesn't really leave me a lot. I can't come in April just because I've got a lot of stuff on already in April. Let's have a quick look in here. Can't use tripod photography here, but look, there's a cherry tree. That's wonderful. And through this Torii again, or bow. So yeah, I can't come in April because that's when I'm committed to going to see my parents every year, at least for the next few years, until Liv turns 18. Got cherry trees here. You can see above me. And the birds squawking away as well. Another tree here next to this Torii. So that kind of leaves me with possibly May, but that's pretty busy in Japan. But like I say, I would rather go elsewhere, maybe some less populated areas that aren't on a normal tourist track. So maybe in northern Honshu, or I could go and see my friend or hang out near my friend Alan, who I met for the first time after knowing him for like over 20 years. Oh, there's a truck coming by me here. In Fukuoka on Kyushu Island, so it's the southernmost island of the Japanese group of main islands. So I can either go down south and get nice and warm, or I can go to northern Honshu, or there's another Torii here. Oh, look at this. Let's go down here. Wow, let's do this. Oh yes, northern Honshu or to Hokkaido again. Now, the windows are possibly May. Oh, check out this group of Torii gates here. And there's more going down. Let's have a look. Wow, this is a bonus. I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, you don't read about this. Well, I didn't read about this anyway. So, you know, you're just wandering around and you can see stuff like this. It just appears. Wow. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Let's go back up through the Torii. Yeah, so it's either that or again with timings of everything else that's going on and school holidays and things, possibly November. But then the next time I come, depending upon when it is, because it's more likely to be 2026 now, because I've actually got a pretty busy schedule for the rest of 2025, which seems crazy to say given that we're only in March 2025, but yeah, the rest of the year, some Defence Force helicopter upstairs, up above me. You can scroll around and you can see it. Yeah, so possibly April we're looking at, really. Sorry, not April, May or November next year is what we're looking at. So, yeah, interesting. I'd like to get off the beaten track again. I mean, Tokyo, I love Tokyo, but I probably wouldn't want to do another trip just sticking to Tokyo and doing side trips from here, because it just is so busy. And I love Asakusa, and I'd probably spend still a couple of days in Tokyo either side of my trip and my main travel, but then I'd have to figure out, okay, so where am I going to go? Where am I going to go base myself? How am I going to get there? And what's my itinerary going to be? Which is reasonably easy to figure out when you are in Japan or planning to come to Japan, because public transport is just so good and the information is just so readily available. You just can do these sorts of things. Let's come up here. Let's have a look at this thing, this monument here. Oh, the steps are quite tall. Here we are. Let's circle around. So yeah, I'd have to figure that out, but it's going to be a, if I'm honest, probably going to be a late 2026 trip. I'm going to have traveled a lot this year. So I'm really not sure about whether I want to take on too much commitment for travel, at least at this stage. It's just in my head. So I'm not going to book anything, certainly, for quite some time. This is the remainder of this big Buddha, the Ueno great Buddha statue, and this is all that remains of it. I do remember reading about this. Yeah. You can see all the prayers and offerings that people have offered here. Yeah, I do remember that now. Let's take care coming down these stairs. Don't want to break this camera. So yeah, I'm using the 2-in-1 folding selfie stick as well, the Peter McKinnon one, which is excellent. I do have to say, it is now my standard selfie stick that I use. It's really convenient as well, using with mics. I can just spin it around and it still folds up and just about fits in my pocket, even with the mic block from the Rode Wireless Pro sticking out from the side. So yeah, it's perfect like that. If you've got a large pocket, it fits really well. So you can just kind of snap it away, snap it back up again and out. And it works super, super well. Yeah, really, really highly recommend it. Don't really use the remote, the little remote trigger that you have by your thumb. Don't really use that a ton. It's more the stick functionality that I love about this. It's really, really good. Okay, let's walk through here. Oh, that's back onto the path, onto the Toshogu Shrine. Well, that's okay. We'll go down here and then there's the peony garden around here as well, it looks like. We'll carry straight on. You can hear the crows calling around me as well, I suspect. Okay. Now, the peony garden might be down here on the right. Let's have a look. Looks like someone is there. There's a pathway. Is that a pathway through? I'm not sure. Let's go back down here again and have a look. I don't think so. I'm taking photos of something else. Let's take a right along here. Looks to me like not. That's just the pagoda. Oh, they're taking a photo of a tablet there. That's okay. All right, we'll carry on walking back this way, I think. So yeah, Japan has been as wonderful as always. It just feels kind of, now that I've been here 3 times since 2023, August 2023, wow, that's quite a lot. It feels less strange again. It feels kind of like more familiar. So that's interesting because I think that's to do with Tokyo. And I think I want strange again. And I did like being out in Hakone, which, you know, although still very touristy, just is that touch less touristy than in Tokyo, and a touch less hectic. And so yeah, the next time I come, I crave a more strange experience, in the best possible sense of strange, when I come to Japan. Now, you won't hear this until much later on, when this is actually posted. But I'm actually going to Shenzhen next week. So if you're watching the whole of this, you're doing really, really well. You got through 18 minutes of this video. So if you are watching this, let me know in the comments. But I'm literally going from, what? General Ulysses Simpson Grant had served in the American Civil War as a colonel in the Volunteer Corps of the Northern Forces. This memorial tree was planted by Ulysses Grant. From 1877 to 1880, General Grant toured the world with his family, came to Japan, and on August 25th, 1879, at the large reception given for him here in Ueno Park, he planted a cypress and his wife planted a yulan. In commemoration, the trees they planted have now grown large. Wow, who knew? General and Mrs. Ulysses S. Grant. Who knew? Anyway, back to what I was saying. I have to go to Shenzhen next week, almost immediately after I return from Tokyo. Now, it's interesting as to how this trip has come about, and I'm sure that I'm going to post something about it. So make sure you keep watching my channel and you will find out all about why I'm going to Shenzhen in China next week, just 2 days after I return from Tokyo. I tell you, I thought it was a scam. I didn't think this is actually going to happen, and it only got sorted out 2 nights ago. So yeah, it's fantastic that it's happening, and I'll let you know all about it closer to the time, but you may hear about it on this channel before then anyway. All right, check out this video next, and I'll see you after the break.